who is a good candidate for mediation or collaborative divorce, and how would you decide who should go through that process?
Sabine, if you'd asked me that question 10 years ago, I would have shied away from high conflict families. And I think now, having done this for many, many years, I think everybody's a candidate for dispute resolution. I think the more people are dug into their positions and the higher the conflict, the more need there is for people like this to engage with very strong, experienced dispute resolution professionals. So I think everybody is a candidate for collaborative, and not everyone's a candidate for mediation, because in mediation you really are relying very heavily on the neutral, and you're sometimes not sitting with your own lawyer in a mediation. But for dispute resolution, I don't rule anybody out.
I think that's very important. A very important message to hear for everybody today is that everybody is a candidate. And the reason I say that is I often get people who reach out and say, well, the ex-husband is being very difficult, or he's being narcissistic. We need a good litigator. We need somebody who's going to fight him. And I'm like, how much money do you want to lose? Because it really comes down to the finances of it. And the litigation process doesn't make his personality change in any way. And it's not going to get even. It just makes everybody lose.
If you put people who are stressed, very, very stressed, and who are engaging in high conflict, and you put them into the litigation process, which makes all of those things worse, the communication between them is not going to get better. Any personality disorders aren't going to improve. What can help, I'm not saying will, what can help is if people with those issues engage in a collaborative practice and those people are supported with mental health professionals. So really great example. I was in a course once, and the mediation facilitator, he was just excellent. And he was talking about, he was teaching the group how it's never the issue. It's not the issue. And he asked for a volunteer. So, of course, I volunteered. And he was asking me about my car. And it was a red Mini convertible. And he asked me, because he said, if you were negotiating the issue of your car, is it just a car? And he was asking me about the car. He asked me, tell me about, when did you get the car? And 4 or 5 questions in, within 45 seconds, I was almost in tears about this car, because it's not the car. It's about the road trips. It's about the music. It's about the story of how I came to get the car. It ended up being about my daughters, not the car, and what the car meant to us, and the road trips and the music. And it was such a great example and a reminder for me that it's not about the car. And if you can get underneath those things when you're talking to people as a mediator and really understand that, and have people say, I hear you. I hear you. It's not the house. It's the garden. You worked on that garden a really, really, really long time. And people need to be heard. And in litigation, you're not being heard. You're just not.